There's a company in Silicon Valley that just raised $50 million and it's just a sales agent. It's a rapper. Rappers are raising 8 figures. A week ago, nothing was more low status than being a GPT rapper. Turns out they were just early to the game, and that's all that matters.
Automation has already saved us thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of payroll. AI in general is the greatest leverage point that organizations have to expand output without increasing headcount. Everybody listening, consider the door open. You just have to walk through it.
Did you see this tweet from Greg Eisenberg about DeepSeek and about ChatGPT wrappers and all that?
Dude, I don't know.
I'm going to read this real quick because you're going to love this. Listeners are going to love this. So a lot of talk about wrappers, like, oh, it's just a ChatGPT wrapper. There's nothing proprietary about it. And for those listening, a wrapper is just something built on ChatGPT that you could do 90% of within ChatGPT.
Yeah, built like around it.
Yeah. Anyway, he says DeepSeek just proved the, quote, worthless GPT wrapper startups are actually the ones with real moats. A week ago, nothing was more low status than being a GPT wrapper. But I think we're learning that's dead wrong. Turns out they were just early to the game, and that's all that matters. While DeepSeek, Meta, Anthropic, and Microsoft battle over benchmark scores, these wrapper companies have been quietly building the only moat that matters. Interface loyalty, which I have never heard that phrase before in my life. That. And I'm obsessed with it. I'm going to keep going. Because of how big owning the LLM is for the national defense and the economy, the next breakthrough model is always 2 weeks away. DeepSeek launches today. Someone else drops a better one tomorrow. Someone compared OpenAI to AOL, right? Like they put down the rails. They're the first, but they're not going to be the last. Which I don't know if I agree with, but interesting take. Anyway, he says, getting millions of people to make your product part of their daily workflow, that's the real barrier to entry. Dude, I'm going to read that again. Getting millions of people to make your product part of their daily workflow, that is the real barrier to entry. ChatGPT didn't win because it had the best model. It won because it was dead simple to use, the interface. Yep. And I think it has staying power because of that. This is why all those AI startups we dismissed are actually positioned to win. They're not competing on model performance. They're competing on being the default way humans interact with AI. Frontier models are becoming commodities. User habits aren't. While everyone obsesses over the next architecture breakthrough, the real game is being played in the interface layer. The moat isn't the model. It's being the tool people reach for without thinking. Technology advantage is temporary. Interface lock-in is forever. Keep shipping those wrappers, my friend. So, dude, what I was going to say about your app is like, people are going to use that app for the next 20 years because it's their recipe app. My wife gets her recipes from melskitchencafe.com. And we know Mel, she's a household name. She has all the stupid preamble about everything. Yep. She has all the ads, but her recipes are great. Right. Guess what? Like, she's been using Mel forever because she knows the interface. She's used to it. But she would switch in a heartbeat to something without all that crap. And your users will too. Once they learn how to cook with that thing, they're never like, you're going to have 1,000 competitors in a month, but none of your customers will even know they exist because they won't be looking for them.
Yeah. And that's the logic is like, dude, the market is so big. I'm just trying to make a land grab at it. And like, that's it. Like, I'm with everything that he is saying. We, not around an AI wrapper, but we experience very similar with Creative OS. Like a big through line that we talk about is how do we continue to ingrain ourselves in the Facebook ad management workflow? Because now when people are going to start testing new ads, running new ads, they come to us first. Mm-hmm. Like there are other templates on the internet. Don't get me wrong, like decent ones, but like everyone just comes to us. It's where they have their saved folders, their saved inspiration, their saved like
interface loyalty.
We're selling a commodity. It's ad templates. Like you can go find templates for creatives on Canva, right? But like people like using OS for that same, and it's like, it's the wrapper. Like we wrapped our templates, which like templates equals AI in this AI ChatGPT wrapper world of like wrapping something that is a commodity and something that is not. And it works. Like it's the lock-in on the brand loyalty and all of that. And like, again, it goes back even when we talked about it of like, even just the mass market. We talked about selection bias last time. It's like very much like all of us exist in this like kind of Twitter bubble or like LinkedIn bubble, whatever, where it's like, dude, people don't like, If I say the word deep seek to my sister, she'd be like, what are you
It's a new Indian restaurant.
She's like, yeah. She's like, what are we talking about, dog? Like, what do you mean? Like, perplexity, nobody knows, right? And so it's like the implementation of those tools specifically, like into lifestyle or workflow, like doesn't mean anything to anybody, but like Instant Chef does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's OpenAI. It is ChatGPT. I'm not even building a custom model or training it. I'm just like going to let it rip and trust that the user is only going to ask it cooking questions and that it can answer cooking questions.
And they're going to start using it as their ChatGPT. The grandmas that don't know about ChatGPT,
they don't know. They're going to
tell their grandkids, you have to download Instant Chef to help you with your homework. And they're like, what are you talking about?
It's like, yeah, dude, it just helped me build my workout plan, dude. I don't know. It's so capable. You know what I mean? It's like, but that sort of stuff, like, I think what Greg is saying is spot on, is like, we're in an interesting position from a market saturation space. I saw even your video of the ChatGPT operator doing the Facebook outreach. And it's like, dude, those people have no idea that that's even possible. No. Like, zero.
Dude, you could build a wrapper that does that for people. Like flippers, people selling stuff. Like,
bro, it's like the wrapper game is unreal. Like, because all technology is really, at the end of the day, is like data and the ability to move and manipulate that data and then display it to an end consumer. The back half of that is like, dude, there's 9 million APIs. Every software tool has one. Like, you can always get and manipulate data super easily. Yeah. Whether it's the OpenAI, I've been playing around with the Apollo API from a lead gen, Clay, right? Like, there's a billion.
And those are all wrappers.
Like, they're all wrappers.
But even you, like the techiest of and you're using ChatGPT, like we're still using wrappers.
Right.
We're not the use case for, like, it's an interface. Right. It's a specialty. It's like why don't you use your tax guy for your bookkeeping? He can do, like, because I want a bookkeeping guy. Right. Bookkeeping guy is just a wrapper for the tax guy, or vice versa, right? Like,
right. Yeah, it's all that. And so I think the nice part, the benefit to like people specifically, like with, knowing your audience, like people that are trying to kind of step into entrepreneurship or like any of that, I think like I'm a big first principles guy of like, dude, I promise it's not as complicated as it sounds. Like, launching an AI powered chef app is like not some crazy situation. Like, you find a contractor that knows this thing, that plugs into OpenAI. Like, I don't need to go build a custom model around this perfect AI chef. It's like, no, like ChatGPT, OpenAI is spending all of their money making the best AI chef.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. They're not pushing it to the market.
Paid ads to chefs.
They're not, they're not running ads at their use case being this perfect chef situation. And that's the opportunity. Like,
could you imagine if they were? Dude, if they had like 100 marketing people throwing Facebook ads? I mean, that'd be cool for them.
I mean, to be honest, they do. They have me, they have you, they have all of, right? Like, theirs is the classic, like, B to B to C, like, product. Like, they're selling it to businesses so businesses can sell it to consumers. Yeah. Like, they're making their money. You know what I mean? And so it's like, it's up to us as that middleman business to then take what they're creating, which is so powerful, and turn it into something that's like an applicable use case.
Why not just build a literal ChatGPT wrapper that's literally just ChatGPT with a different name, and it has really big letters, all the font is big, and you just push it with paid ads to people over 55, 60 years old.
People are doing it. That's it, dude.
You just call it like Life Helper, and it has big text, literally, and it's ChatGPT.
Yeah. Ask it anything.
Yeah.
$60 a year.
Oh my gosh.
Like, again, it's like first principles. I think I'll speak for myself. Like, that meme that's like the idiot, and then it like goes up to the guy, and then it's that. And I was spending so much time as the midwit, almost out of like,
it's an ego or a pride thing.
it's ego. It's like I want to be like so smart that I have all these things or whatever. And it's like, dude, to be honest, like I think I can just stack a bag, sling in an AI wrapper on Facebook ads. Like it's
Yeah.
like going back, like, dude, like drop shipping. Like, no, it's just you're just running ads. You find something that works and you let it rip. And now I'm switching back. I'm going back down the midweight side to the, well, maybe to the dumb side. I don't know which side I'm on, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to run more ads. And like, that's literally my entire thesis for the next like forever is like run more ads at consumer products. And I just like the monetization model and the equity model and everything of software.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I'm just going to I'm like literally going to drop ship software where I just spend $1,000 to build a prayer app, a cooking app, a workout app, a productivity app, a life helper app, a like whatever I can think of, and just run ads. Because the asymmetric risk is like, oh, what happens? What's the worst? I lose $5,000, but like my upside is 30K in ARR in an asset that's worth $100,000. It's like, I'll make that bet every day.
Here's what you're going to learn. You're going to run these ads, and I'm just completely making this up. And for whatever reason, you're going to learn that Asian Americans are the one paying and downloading it, right? And you're like, interesting. I really can't get a good cost per acquisition from anyone except Asian Americans in Washington, Oregon, and the Northeast. And then you're going to pay another $800 and you're going to build like an Asian cooking app, same thing. And then you're just going to, and then that's going to be the final thing that makes your bag. Like that's usually how these go. Like where you start is not where you finish. And that's the whole point.
100%. Like you start throwing, I mean, it's unlimited content was the same thing. It was an add-on service that then we turned into a standalone because we're like, oh, this is what people actually want. Like, you know, and so I think it's like so iterative, and it's like, I'm not sitting here thinking the template that I bought for this recipe app is God's gift to the chefs. Like, but it will be at some point when I have 6 of them. And like, that's the other piece. Like, to your point, it's like, why would I not have 6? Why would I not spin up vegan, keto, healthy, not healthy? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. I'm doing a B2B version of this too right now.
Okay.
And so a little bit more expensive of a buy-in, $6,000, maybe $5,000. I don't remember. When you're doing cold outreach, you're using Apollo and Instantly and like all of these different tools to like go and send these cold emails, which is awesome if you're like trying to go and bulk send. I want to send 10,000 emails. That's awesome. I also think specifically in the digital service provider world that there's a lot of boutique agencies and freelancers that like aren't trying to send 1,000 cold emails a month. Like, I think that they want to connect with like 5 decision makers a month.
Yeah.
And so I'm basically just taking the contact data from Shopify store decision makers that are doing less than $500,000 a month, right? Because that's higher higher odds that they want to work with freelancers or need external support. And then I'm just putting them all into a searchable, savable database with one-click email. You just click the button that says connect, and it loads in a little prompt, a little cold email script, and you hit send. And that's it. You don't have to, we're not talking about anything. And it's just API wrappers. Like, I'm just loading in contact data and enriching it.
It's like a DIY niche cold emailing wrapper.
Like
service.
if your target market is Shopify stores or direct consumer brands, like you just sign up for, and I'm going to charge way less. To build a legit cold email stack, you're spending $300 to $500 a month. Between lead list generation, enrichment, cold email, like all the things. And I'm like, why would you not just want to sign up for $200 a year?
Yeah.
Because my cost is negligible. And it's the same model. It's like, do I think that there are 1,000 freelancers or 1,000 agencies that would pay $200 a year to be able to one-click email decision makers at whatever brand they want? Yeah. 200K in ARR.
It's beautiful.
That on autopilot, like, and I'm not sitting here being like, you know what I'm going to try to do is go compete with Apollo. I don't really want to.
Yeah.
I'm good. Do I think I can make $200,000, $300,000 a year on a relative autopilot just by spending $5,000 and running some ads? And then it's like, I'm either cash flowing that money because I'll have no team, like I could have a VA run it for $1,200 a month. And then it's like, all right, it either sits there and cash flows, or I sell it for, I mean, 200 on a $500,000 to $1 million, right? Like, and it's just a wrapper.
If the ads don't convert very well, then you just switch it from Shopify decision makers to healthcare decision makers, like, and try that.
And that's how I had him build it. I said, all I need to do is dual. It's a relational database with two sides: company, person. That's it. I'm just doing brands first because I have boys that run newsletters in direct consumer agency world, and I can just go to them and say, hey, I'll give you $100 for everybody you get to sign up. Like, call it a day.
Dude, speaking of ecom, tell me about that guy that you know that has that. He's making bank with Shopify affiliate links on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
What's the play there?
Yeah, so basically, I don't know if it's the same program now, but like at middle to end of last year, you're going to have to remind me some of the numbers. I don't remember exactly, but it was like you sign up for, you get them to sign up for $1. And then if it's like $1 for their first, like $1 a month for your first 3 months. And they were paying out like $100 in commission for people that signed up for that. Shopify was.
Yeah.
Which like, he's big enough. Like he's got, I don't know if it was a custom deal, but like they probably hooked him up. Mm-hmm. But then he was running ads and organic at a ManyChat automation that literally just pushed people that affiliate link, and they stopped selling all of their ecom courses, dropshipping courses. They stopped all of that, gave it all away for free.
Wow.
Just to do this funnel, just to do this program.
Well, wasn't the genius part was that he was giving them like a free AI website builder?
Yeah. He partnered with another whatever app, and he was like, get a free Shopify store. We will literally build your Shopify store for you. And like they'd swipe up, sign up for that $1. He'd get paid. Then they'd upload the theme or whatever it was. And so it was just a phenomenal angle on that offer. Not like get a free Shopify account. It was like, yeah,
what do I do with that?
Shopify store.
Like, what do I do with a Shopify store, right?
Yeah.
He's taking away all that friction.
Yeah. It's like you could literally just start running ads immediately by swiping up on his story, like in 2 minutes, like crazy.
Oh, okay, dude. I want to switch topics. So you saw my tweet.
You should do that for Go High Level.
I was just thinking that, like, I need to partner with someone that offers like Go High Level templates, right?
You don't need to partner with anybody. Just go and use theirs. They have so many. And so like, I mean, I'd give you mine from Unlimited.
Like an automated local service review automation, right?
Yes. We will build like literally.
So, okay.
And in theory, you could charge more in white label because High Level lets you white label. And so you could turn it into a digital service business pretty easily. If you want to work on that, we'll keep our other stuff quiet. But like, if you want to work on that, I know how to do it.
So video is cool, but you know what's better? Long form audio via podcast and my newsletter, tkopod.com. Go there to subscribe for free to my newsletter. It's 1 email a week, very tactical. And then go to my audio podcast, 3 episodes a week, stuff like this. You're going to love it. All free, no sleazy sales pitch, tkopod.com. Have you played around with a $200 a month OpenAI plan yet?
Dude, you almost got me to sign up for it last night.
You got to do it.
And then I just didn't, but I will.
You got to do it.
I will.
So I posted the video for those that didn't see it. It's on YouTube and Twitter. Thank you. It's me like asking people if they will pay me $200 to pick up their free piano, right? Automated. And it fills out the spreadsheet for me. And it's just like, when my mind is blown about technology, that's saying something, because I'm in the game. Like, I'm looking at this stuff all the time. Anyway, so I spent an hour this morning playing with it, and I had it do 4 things. Okay. I had it log into my Beehive account, scroll through all my newsletters, click on the poll that I put in every newsletter that says, how did you like this? Good, bad, great, top tier. And I had it put everything in a spreadsheet for me, because that's very tedious. There's no way to export it. It's something I was going to have my assistant do. It did it for me while I worked. Okay. So now I know my highest ranked newsletters, so I can improve my welcome flow, so I can decrease my churn on my newsletter.
Yep.
Awesome. Then I went back to Facebook Marketplace and I said, I want you to search nationwide on Facebook Marketplace for Gosney pizza ovens, find the same model, compare prices, find the Rockbox pizza oven that is grossly underpriced compared to market. And I want you to log all these in a spreadsheet with the link. Boom. It gets to work. And I'm just watching it. You ready for it?
Yeah.
Now here's the crazy part. I said, Every time it would find one, it was like, all right, I found one. Is this good? I was like, stop asking me that. Just put it in the spreadsheet. It's going to be good. It stopped asking.
Don't ask for permission every time. Just do it.
Right. So then this is what blew my mind. I went a step further and I said, move faster. And it did.
No way.
It moved faster. And I'm like, okay, there's some technical limitations. It just started. Whoop, 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 whoop. And I'm like, what is happening here?
Hell
you
yeah.
Literally just, all I had to do was ask.
Yeah.
And so it did that, blew my mind, because here's what I'm thinking. And I'm not about to start this, but people listening, like retail arbitrage is like the lowest hanging fruit of making money, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm selling stuff in my garage, I'm not going to list it on eBay because there's more friction. I got to ship it. It's a pain. I'm going to put it on Facebook Marketplace, even though I know it's worth less there. So I'm going to list it locally, yada, yada, yada. So what this bot can do is it can go find everything that's on Facebook Marketplace that's underpriced. And then it can get an offer in place. Hey, I'll buy this $150. Sure. Once it has the verbal yes, then it can copy and paste those pictures, put it on eBay, list it at $300, buy it now. Let's say market price is $350, $400, sells within a day. You sell it.
Yep.
Then you go back to the Facebook buyer or Facebook seller and say, all right, what's your Venmo? You Venmo them. Here's my address. You give them the address of the buyer on eBay. You never take possession of the dang pizza oven. And it's just, it's drop shipping through a bot.
It's literally what I did when I first started all of this when I was like 13, was doing that exact thing on eBay with iPhones.
Same. I did that with iPhones.
Literally all it was like, because buy it now or like buy now had come out. So it superseded the auction and people just wanted to buy stuff now and they pay a premium on eBay for it. And so then I would just list every iPhone I could find.
Yeah.
Right. And like buy now prices 20, 30% higher than what I knew I could get it for at auction. And then people would buy mine and I'd go to all the auctions that were about to end. And then I'd be like, and I knew my margin. And so I was like, cool, I can pay up to $130 for this iPhone 4S, right? I get it for $110, change my address to the one that they had, and it would just ship and I'd make my $20 split. I was messing around in like 8th grade doing that exact same thing. And now you can do it with AI.
In 100 years.
Yeah.
And the pizza ovens it was finding were actually like really well priced. Like they were actually good deals. And I chose pizza ovens because I know the market and I wanted to know how good it was or not. And then, so on another podcast episode, I talk about this idea called nevercallagain.com, where you use AI agents to call and get a bunch of quotes with a one click, right?
Yep.
So using that framework, I'll literally read you my prompt right here. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
This is my exact prompt. I said, gather catering quotes for a wedding in Dallas, Texas for 50 people featuring steak and 2 sides. Reach out to 10 different caterers through the not.com using an excessively friendly tone in your communications. Provide the following contact information for the inquiries. Use May 11th as a tentative wedding date when required and submit these. So I'm reading this, but this actually isn't my prompt. I saved the task and it redid my prompt based on everything that I asked it after, because my original prompt was just like wedding in Dallas for 50 people. I didn't even say a date. And then it goes to the not. And I thought I was going to have to create an account, but it didn't. It found a way around creating an account. I didn't know that was possible. It starts reaching out to caterers and it chose May 11th for me. And I'm like, how did you get May 11th? And it was like, well, it seems like a good enough time to prepare for a wedding. I was like, let's roll with that. Okay. Yeah. And it starts reaching out to these caterers. And then I was like, move faster. And it did. And then I start getting emails back from caterers that think I'm having a wedding.
That's sick.
As I worked.
That's
what are you doing?
That's sick. All right, you convinced me. I'll sign up tonight. I'll be playing around.
Dude.
Lauren's going to be like, what are you doing over there? I'm like, dude, planning the wedding.
Dude, 2 more use cases. I said, go to Zillow, find me a for sale by owner home that's significantly less than the Zestimate. It needs to be at least 3 months old. It took 12 minutes, but it found me. Like it found one for me. Like if I were a flipper, boom, there's one that I could flip.
Immediately.
Dude. And then I say, go to AliExpress, find me 10 companies that will send me free samples. And I said, I'm going to assume that the products on the homepage of AliExpress are trending, they're viral, they're best sellers. So just use the homepage as your guide. Yeah. And it starts messaging sellers about earbuds. I got people trying to send me free samples of earbuds from China now.
So good.
What is happening?
So good, dude. Talk me through the tangibles of this, right? And so can you have multiple operators running at once?
I don't think so. But you know what? Let me try right now. I'll answer that question right now.
2 tabs open, baby. You know what I mean?
If that's all it takes. I'm going to
Yeah,
open this tab.
And so then the login function for you is what? You just take over the screen and log into whatever your account is on the browser that they have. So like Zillow as an example, or Facebook.
Yeah, I'll show you how it works. So find a dirt cheap flight leaving from DFW to either LAX or JFK sometime over the next 6 months, nonstop, under $100 round trip on Google Flights. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Let's see what happens. Can you see it
So
okay?
Yeah, I can. This goes back to that trip idea that I had. A literal travel agent. Remember I made the AI like travel planner?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Literally that, dude.
This takes it a step further.
Yeah, this goes, I'll actually do it for you.
All right. So for those listening and not watching, it opens up Google Flights. It's typing in DFW. And it literally behaves like a human. Like
right.
It will click the wrong thing. It'll go back. Like you've seen bots, right? I've watched a bot control my screen, and it's like, it's a computer. It's tactical. It's binary. It's like, dude, click. Like it doesn't make mistakes.
Right.
But like, I feel like the genius of this is that it does make mistakes. It looks like human behavior. Like scottscheapflights.com, right? That's like a $20 million business. You pay $100 a year to get cheap flights. I don't need that.
Right.
I could run a task to do this for me every morning.
So sick.
You watching it?
Yeah.
And then at any point I can take control. But you see this, I've only given it one prompt. Look, $69 nonstop flight from DFW to LAX on April 1st.
I'll see you April 1st. Come on.
I don't have an excuse now.
You kind of have to, dude. It's only $69.
Dude, that is really cheap, actually. Round trip. Holy cow.
When you said some 100, I was like, dang, that's a stretch. But hey.
Yeah, look, there it is. It says right here, worked for 2 minutes. There's the entire log. It takes a screenshot of what it does so I can go back and look. I found a round trip flight from DFW to LAX and Google Flights for $69 with Frontier. The departure is on April 1st, return on the 8th. It's a nonstop flight. You can view the details.
That's crazy.
Should I say book it?
Yeah.
I'm unable to book it. Interesting. Anyway, so like my mind is just blown. Like I'm not sleeping tonight. I'm just going to keep playing with this.
I'm with you. I'm about to get deep in the weeds.
It's just a growth hacker's dream.
And the moment that it gets super interesting is when that can start to happen without the oversight to the same degree and running multiple at the same time, right? Because it's like all of a sudden, the big thing that I've been thinking about on that is just like and we do it with not AI so much with automation though, within all of our service businesses, right? Like how do we automate as much as possible? But it's like where are the human checkpoints? Like when is it right for us? We kind of draw the line at human conversation. Like I won't send a AI generated email to a client without a human looking at it. But at some point, I feel like that won't be the case. And you can have AI check AI. Be like, does this match this? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Checking in on each other.
Yeah. Like here's what's good. And so I'm curious around some of that. Cause it's like, I mean, automation, Zapier as a very like broad stroke for people, like has already saved us thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of payroll. Right. And it's like, this is the next layer of that where it's truly, they branded it extremely well. I'm a fan of Operator, right?
Yeah.
Like
perfect.
An Operator.
It logs everything in a blank spreadsheet. I don't put any column headers in there. So I just figured out, by the way, to answer your question, I opened a tab. I duplicated the tab. In one of them, I started a new prompt and I said, now do DFW to Orlando. And the other one, I said, find me a flight from DFW to Seattle. And they're both running at the same time. How many tabs can I do?
That's what I'm saying. You have a little army going right now. Oh, thank God for Arc, huh?
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Arc browser.
Arc browser.
Oh, dude.
You're going to have a whole workspace, like a whole new space that's literally just all operators. You just name them whatever they're doing.
Why wouldn't I? Dude, I'm going to get so much done this year. Are you kidding me?
Well, and it's like you could have, again,
this is like Adderall and Adderall.
You hire one project manager that just like lives in Arc with 8 operators.
Yeah. And agents and
yeah.
Dude, there's a company in Silicon Valley that just raised $50 million and it's just a sales agent.
Right.
It's a wrapper. It's an agent that goes out and finds leads for you.
So sick.
Like wrappers are raising 8 figures.
Yeah, as they should. Because again, it's like the underlying tech, like we think about it at Unlimited a lot, right? Like we're AI powered blog content, right? And like that's why we're able to get people SEO results for way less money. And it's like the back end tools in AI that we use is the commodity. We can find a better tool and just swap it out. We actually did.
Yep.
We upgraded our entire system today.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, our content quality just went up, or now we're going to rank higher. Like like our clients, like they don't care if it's OpenAI or Perplexity or like, it doesn't matter. And so you just like can play the game on the top by being the wrapper, and none of them are going to like churn because we aren't using this tool anymore as our, like,
it just needs to work.
Right. And so it's like, if you can then, say you build it on OpenAI and Perplexity comes out with something crazy that's better for your use case, you switch it over.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you're still delivering the value to your customer, they don't care.
What are some other use cases for this operator that you want to play around with?
It's an interesting one.
When you're a hammer, everything's a nail, right? I'm testing things that are familiar to me, proximity bias, but you're an idea guy. What's relevant in your world?
The use case that I want is SEO, like keyword research, competitor research for Facebook ads. Like, hey, can you go and create a spreadsheet of all of the Facebook ad links for my competitors? Like things like that. And like, because you can get pretty specific, right? Like we do it at Creative OS too with our inspiration boards. And it's like, can you find me 20 ad creatives from Search Atlas that have all been running for more than 30 days and log their URLs in a Google Sheet?
I'm doing something a little different, but I had a similar idea. So
same vibe.
For those listening, I shared my screen and I said, go to the Facebook ad library and find an ad that's been running for over 3 months in the fitness niche in the US. And Sam, explain to everyone why this would be valuable.
Because you want to know exactly what your competitors are spending the most money on as a soft indicator of what's performing the best. So that you can then go and create similar content that has higher likelihood to perform.
So it's choosing a category.
Way, dude. This is so cool.
Dude, like I'm not even finessing it. It's just,
right.
My prompt is like 13 words long.
Right.
I'm going to blow this up. One sec. There we go. Now, it hasn't set a filter yet
it will.
Date.
It will. I was like, I have faith in this thing, dude.
There it is. Oh, don't click 30 times.
No, it's not. Oh my God. Go faster. Go faster.
Type it. Just type. Oh, yeah. Go faster or type the date in manually. So for those listening, the Facebook ad library date filter starts in 2018. So the agent is like clicking month by month by month by month. It's crazy how it's so smart in some ways and it's so dumb in others.
Yeah.
But now it says entering the from date manually. And sure enough, there it is, October 1st.
Yep.
50,000 fitness related ads in the Facebook ad library, yada, yada, yada. Should I narrow down the results? Yes. This prompt is really broad. Find the ones that are winners. I wonder what it'll take that to mean.
One thing that we do in the EU, they're required to give you like estimates of how much money has been spent on those ads. And so we use that as a soft indicator of like.
You told me about that.
Yeah.
This is the meta ad library in the EU, you're saying?
Yeah. I don't remember exactly how we do it, but we pull that data into Creative OS to give like what we call our performance indicator of like, if these things are being run for longer than X amount of time or spent more than X in total dollars, they would be considered winners. Because like you're not spending $100,000 on a single ad creative if it's losing you money. Like, it means it's working. Change it from on or after October 1st to on or before. Because you want it to be ads that ran longer. It's still
showing the newest ones.
Yeah, like I don't care about an ad that's been running for 4 hours. Like we don't know anything about that ad.
And I'm going to have it look for AI cooking apps.
Hell yeah.
How about
Hell
that?
yeah, brother. AI cooking guys haven't been around for more than 3 months, dude.
We'll see what it shows. Do you ever look at Sensor Tower?
What's that?
It shows how many downloads apps are getting for free.
Oh, sick.
You've got to check that out.
I'm looking at it right now. Hell yeah. I'm excited to play in the consumer app space a little bit.
Yeah. Dude, I found one. Cooking AI assistant.
Let's see. Are you sick of working your butt off posting something?
I don't know where it went. I think it's at the top of this page. It needs to scroll up. Look, so I can take control here.
Right. It started running today. It didn't change the time filter.
Oh, okay. There's a Thai cooking app.
Yep, there you go. I like the one on the left. AI GPT app. AI chatbot for quick solutions and cooking help. That's the all-in-one app, dude.
Yep. That's what we're talking about.
Yep.
It's funny because my daughter had like a ChatGPT app on her watch, but it wasn't the right one. It was just someone like keyword stuffing.
Literally, dude. It's crazy. Like they're literally like, you say that when you're like joking about it, but like, no, they're dudes that are literally just running wrappers that are just straight AI assistant.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to change the date right here. Oh, I should have done this.
See, dude, even humans make mistakes.
And see what I think it will do. Did you see that weird finger there?
Yeah.
You can show it what to do.
Oh.
And then it will like mimic your behavior.
Super interesting. Yeah. That tracks. Oh, there's so much to play with, dude.
Yeah, so it found one, but it's not an app. Anyway, yeah, dude, this is just, it's crazy. Like, you're stupid to not just play around with this stuff all night long.
Yeah, like just find whatever the use case is, you know? It's like, especially for like solo shops, dude, like AI in general is the greatest leverage point that like sub 5-person organizations have to like expand output without increasing headcount. And now, I mean, we're doing it as well and like trying to continue to use it a lot more. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Like it just opens the door, dude. Like consider the door open. Everybody listening, consider the door open. You just have to walk through it.
Yeah, everything is just different forever.
It's actually insane.
Well, dude, I literally have a headache. Like, I just get so fired up about this. I need to take my daily boomer Tylenol for my 38-year-old self.
Yeah. But come on now.
Thanks for hanging.
Always.
What's the best place we should go find Sam Thompson's stuff?
Oh, always on Twitter, dog. It's the only place that exists these days. Sign up for unlimitedcontent.com. We'll get you more traffic for less from SEO. CreativeOS.com for proven ad templates so you can spin up ads like we've been talking about.
Proud customer right here.
Yeah, literally. Like, hit me on Twitter. I'm Sam Thompson. Easy enough.
Thanks, man. Okay, Sam's the bomb. Thanks for listening and or watching to the Kerner Office. We'll see you next time.